Okay, so here I am at between block J and block I. So block J, block K and block L. Looking down, this is the next section of the complex. From the back you would have seen my earlier photographs of A, B and C. So we're now down to J, K and L. Units 100 and 11, 123 to 112 to 123, 123 down to 134. You'll notice that this is a north-facing block. So I'd like to show you some more information about the timbers on the north-facing blocks versus the frames and timbers on the south-facing blocks. And just the scale of damage that was done to them. One thing you'll notice is the how well the hedges are coming along. Beautiful colors coming through. Thanks BJ for all your hard work. You'll also, one thing that just really stands out for me is this area here, that's sort of right at the front of the complex, is how well it's come along here. We've put this great big 12-strand fence, electrified fence. We've lifted the walls, and the last time I did a photo report of this area, the grass was very dead. It was looking dry. It's just very lush now. There's no weeds. It's quite a pleasant area. It's quite nice. And it can be used by the residents to just come out and walk in their gardens and feel quite safe, because this was quite a weak spot in terms of our defences, but you can see that it's been reinforced, and also just the gardens, how well they're looking over here. The grass is looking great. Okay, so we're just here at block C, just looking at the carport. And you can see that there's quite a bit of rust running along down the pipes. So the carports haven't been done yet, but the contractor is going to start working on them fairly soon. So all the carports will be reprimed and repainted where there is damage. Just some more examples of where the carports just need to be painted and so forth. So they're still going to get to this part of the project. There's just another example over here. They're just going to paint over these chips and so forth, and just sand it down and repaint it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just here at block M. Wanting to just show a better example of how badly damaged these window frames were. Might be a bit hard to pick up on camera, but you can see the gleam and the shine of all the imperfections here, and that's where quite significant rotting and damage occurred on this north-facing wall. I'll try and show you. It's quite difficult to show. But these timbers were very, 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 very badly damaged. I'll see it's sort of on autofocus, and the one above it is quite bad as well. And I will try and show some more examples of just how bad that damage looks. Just wanted to show quite a pleasant view from block M this morning. This fine Easter Monday. Lots of bees in this little hedge over here, lots of flowering in the hedge, and lots of fresh paint all over the place. So it's really looking quite grand, from here at least anyway. Just wanted to show you a window frame that hasn't been as badly damaged as the one I just previously showed you. You can see it's very smooth, very even. It looks almost like it's made of steel because of the amount of varnish that's on it. We don't see any of those shiny grains coming through, reflecting the sun from where all that damage occurred. Obviously this one doesn't get as much sun. It is still north facing, but it doesn't get as much sun. We're in a little alleyway between block N and block M, and as the sun moves in that direction, east to west, this little frame doesn't get as much sun, and so it seems to have survived a bit better and looks just fantastic now with 3 coats of varnish on. Still hasn't been sealed yet, so here's an example of where we're still waiting for the silicone to be applied, which still needs to happen here. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so I just want to quickly show the base of the building where they still need to paint. This is on block N. They've recut the joints into the dam courses. They've put the I'll get the technical name for it when I look at my notes, but they've put a white sealant, this sealant, and then they've put this additional dagger on just to give it that textured finish. And this is a really strong waterproofing material. It's like a sort of like a cement sealant hybrid polymer, and it's really quite well done. And so they've resealed the dam courses basically by stripping all of the stuff off and resealing it, and they're going to still paint on it. And then these little electrical boxes, which had lots of water going into them all around them, they've been cleaned out. I think some of them have been removed even, and then re-cleaned out and then reattached, and you can see quite clearly now the 2 sealants that are on, as well as the rebuilding of the joints, and they're gonna paint this, so we won't have any water problems anymore with water going in here. And yeah, the base of the building is going to be dry, and is quite a good job there. So I'm trying to just show you that top window, how badly damaged it is. Quite rotten and very sort of, the timber is almost just like powder, so it will just absorb all that varnish as soon as it goes in. So they've pressure washed all along. They've taken off big chunks of the paint, and you can see here along the cracks that they've washed off, and now you can just see the lines of the pressure washer. And so that should start being filled now with sealant and filler, and in fact these ones I think have already been done by the looks of things. I'll just show you some more of the frames in a second. So I've just come around this side quickly to block O, and just noticed that it looks like they're resealing this crack over here. This is quite fresh. This is some sort of heavy duty sealant, obviously just picked up as part of the snagging. So Baobab would have just snagged this building and probably picked this up, and they've just gone and redone it, and it's gone all the way around to here, and it goes around the side of the building. So obviously weren't quite 100% happy with the work that was done there, so it looks like it's just been resealed and redone. I've decided to come back to block P instead, just because it's a bit more complete than block O, and they've painted all the way up this shaft here, which is very impressive. All the varnishing is done in here, all the painting of the walls is done. The electric boxes on the ground floor, all the wood has been painted. Handrails have been painted, and balustrades have been painted. I'll try and get, you can just see that the paint is obviously quite nice and fresh here, and they've done, they've kept it quite clean, not too much splashing on the windowsills, and that is, you can see it's pretty good, so not too messy, so quite happy so far with the quality of the paint. Just a point that we should make people aware of is that, okay, that door has not been done yet, but I'll just come back to this door. And just one of the issues that we have picked up is that some of the water has come in underneath and been soaked up by the wood, and so they have swollen, and there are a few cases where we actually need to replace these doors, and we are in the process of just sourcing where we can get an exact match on some of these doors, but I'll provide more detail of that at a later stage. Okay, I just wanted to quickly show you another angle from the complex office, from the site office. This has all been done as well. This has all been painted and sealed. And then just to look back, they've actually removed that the shed. I wouldn't say it's been removed, I'd say that the corrugated iron has been pilfered or stolen or pinched, which we're quite pleased about because it was an eyesore. So we'll just let the developers know that we're going to take the rest of that away at some stage. Probably the little sales hut that was there was unfortunately blown over in heavy gust of wind, so it's now just lying over there. And yeah, so this is just a vantage point of the complex from here. So the units that are not quite done are sort of this unit over here, the blocks are that one over there, so this one over here next to the entrance. So these will be wrapped up in the next month and a half or so. I'm going to take a quick run around the complex and just show you the substation and the boundary wall.